Hello and welcome back to my channel.
Even if the sun goes down on you, you gotta keep that shine on top, yeah. On top, yeah.
For those who just bumped into this channel, my name is K2. Please do subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down in the comment section. Let's also interact on social media. I am K2 Tiara on Instagram and on Twitter. So, I'm just about to head off to church actually in like an hour or so. So I figured since my face is all beat and stuff and I'm ready to get my day going, let me record this video for you. So today's video we're talking about apps to download when moving to South Korea. In Korea, there are some apps that are just not very accurate. For example, Google Maps or iMaps are not the most accurate GPS map things here in Korea. I'm gonna give you a list of a few apps to download when you move to South Korea. Okay, so I have my phone, my other phone here with my notes of all the different names of the different apps. So once in a while, I'll glance down to look at like what's next and what's not and what's happening and what's popping. Anyway, let's get into it. So these are not in any particular order. So the very first app that you should download when you move to Korea is called Air Visual. Air Visual is an app that tells you how clean the air is for the day. Like here in Korea, we have a little problem of yellow dust, which is coming from China. So because of all these factories in China, the yellow dust ends up in Korea and then it's not healthy for you. Apparently you can get some sort of lung cancer or something, I don't know, but it's not very healthy for you. So if you use Air Visual, it will tell you how clean or unclean the air is and you can use a mask. Sorry, my mom was calling. I'm doing a whole video and she's calling. So Air Visual is the first app that you should totally and definitely upload while you live here in Korea and you will be safe. Next app that you should totally download when you move here to Korea is the Kakao family. Kakao app. Kakao app is like Korea's WhatsApp or Korea's WeChat or whatever. It's like a chat app where people here in Korea use it to communicate. It's really like WhatsApp. If you know WhatsApp, then that's pretty much what Kakao Talk is. You can exchange videos, pictures, you can do phone calls, video calls. You need a Kakao ID. And yeah, it's very popular here. If you make any Korean friends, you will hear sometimes instead of saying, can I have your number? They'll be like, do you have Kakao? Can I have your Kakao ID? So it's a means of communication here in Korea. So it's a pretty good app to have if you're going to be living in South Korea. Next, another family of the Kakao. So Kakao is like a big brand here in Korea. There's Kakao Bank and Kakao Toys and Kakao this, Kakao that. It's like a really big brand. So another Kakao relative or Kakao family or whatever that you can download is Kakao Maps. Kakao Maps is like Google Maps, but Kakao Maps is very accurate here in Korea. So Google Maps is not always accurate. It won't always give you the information you need. Sometimes it can't even find certain places. So rather use Kakao Maps instead. Another relative of the Kakao family is Kakao Taxi. Uber is not a thing in Korea, or Grab, or Taxify, or some of those things that other countries use. In Korea, they don't have those services. So they have, I guess, Kakao Taxi could be like your Uber. Kakao Taxi, you get it on your app, on your phone, and then you put in your location and like where you're gonna be picked up and where you're going, really like the way Uber works. And then it saves you from communicating with the driver because a lot of us move to Korea and we don't even speak Korean. So once the driver comes to your location to pick you up, you do not need to talk to him or her about, hey, I'm going here or whatever. There is no need for any type of conversation between you and the drivers because when they pick you up, they have all the information of where they're picking you up and where they're dropping you off. And It will also tell you how much the ride will most probably cost. So Kakao Taxi, get it. I've only used it once because I don't know. I mean, there are taxis everywhere, so I just walk out, I flag down a taxi, and so that's why I don't usually use Kakao Taxi. Another one that you can download is Kakao Train, I think it's what it's called. This one is, I might be lying because I don't have this app, but it tells you the schedule of the trains and whatnot. I'm not sure, but I'll look into it. Okay. Now we've done the Kakao this, Kakao that, this, that, and that. Another GPS, another map that you can download is Naver Maps. So here, like around the world, in other countries, we use Google. We have Google Maps, we use Google for things. Here in Korea, I've realized they use Naver a lot. Instead of Google, they'll Naver. So they also have Naver Maps. So rather, instead of using Google Maps or iMaps, rather use Naver Maps. Another app that you can totally, absolutely download is called Yogiyo. Yogiyo is a delivery app. Like you can order food, you can order dessert, and they will deliver it to your doorstep. That's really what Yogiyo is. Me personally, I've only used Yogiyo once because I figured if I get used to using Yogiyo, I might never cook again. I might just always be ordering. So I'm trying really hard not to rely on Yogiyo because I buy a lot of groceries, and if I keep eating out or ordering out or whatever, my food go to waste. So, but Yogiyo is a really good app to have, especially if you're very lazy, you don't want to cook, or you have guests or whatever, you don't want to go out, especially around now when it's winter time, because now currently in Korea it's winter, you can just order in. Another app is called Money Exchange. You don't necessarily need this particular app. You can download anyone that does the same function, that gives you the same result. What Money Exchange does, for me, it helps me to compare currencies from different countries. For example, on my Money Exchange app, I have Rand, which is the South African currency. I have dollars, American currency. I have Won, which is the Korean currency. I have Baht, which is the Thailand currency. The reason why I have all those currencies is because I've been to all those countries, and it's easier for me when I spend money to see how much it is in rands. It kind of gives me an idea of is it expensive or not, or how much I'm spending in different currencies. And if you're traveling to any other country, you can just add that country's currency to what you already have, and it will always tell you how much you're spending. I mean, obviously you have to put it in. Say you are spending $1 and you want to know how much it is in rands or how much it is in baht or whatever the case may be. But I find it very useful, and I think you should get it. Another app that you totally get is T-Money for Android. Now, this particular app, I think, only works for Android. So if you have an iOS, like an iPhone, sorry, I think it only works for Android. What this app does is, once you get your T-Money card, once you have your T-Money card, T-Money, this is the card that you can use for the transportation systems here in Korea. You can use it for the subway, you can use it for the local buses, and you can also use it on taxis. You go to a convenience store, you put money on the card, and you just swipe it or whatever. So what you can do is, sometimes you don't know how much is left on your T-Money card. So you take your Android phone. I'm going to use my iPhone because that's what I have available right now. So you take your Android phone, you press what they call NFC. So you do the slide down button like on your home page. Like, you know, with your iPhone, it's this one. Sorry, wait, hold up. Give me a sec. Okay, so with your iPhone, you do this, right? So with Android, I think you do it from the top. And then you will see one of the, okay, let's do this. One of the features will write NFC. You put it on, and then you go on your phone to the app, the T-Money app that I'm telling you about. I'll put a picture. And then you take your T-Money card, you put it at the back, like this. And then it will tell you how much you have left on your T-Money card. So it's very useful because sometimes you put money and you forget how much you possibly have left or whatnot. So it's on the go. You can do it anytime, anywhere. So yeah. Okay, next app to absolutely totally download is called Papago, my BFF. Papago is the app that I use, and I think a whole lot of other people here in Korea who are non-Korean speaking use to talk to Koreans. It's a translation app, and a lot of times when I don't know how to communicate with people at school, like other teachers or even students, sometimes my principal or at the store or whatever the situation may be where I need to communicate with someone who doesn't speak the same language as me, Papago is the go-to. Download Papago. Get it. Papago is a man's best friend. Okay, next app is the bus app. I don't know what to call this app, but the bus app. It will tell you what time the buses are traveling. This is for like, we have intercity buses and we have express buses. So this is like the buses that are not within your city, that are going to other cities. For example, I live in Jeonju. So if I want to go to Seoul, this is the app that I can use to either book my ticket or to see like the bus times and stuff like that. So you can use it to book your ticket, book your seats, check bus times and things like that. It can come in handy. Next app to absolutely totally download is Gmarket. Gmarket is like Korea's Amazon, where it's online shopping. You can buy food, clothes, almost anything and everything on Gmarket. You will not absolutely find everything, but a lot of things are there. So download Gmarket. A lot of times I buy things like water on Gmarket because I don't drink tap water. I don't cook with tap water. I only do bottled water because I've heard people here don't drink water and also it just tastes funny. So I buy water on Gmarket and it gets delivered to my doorstep. Do you know how heavy water is? So I get like 24 2 liters for about 12,000 Korean won. So it gets delivered to my doorstep. I have it for like a month or so and it's helpful. Imagine if I had to go to the store, come here carrying 24 liters of 24. Do I make sense? 2 liters times 24. Yeah, imagine. I live on the 4th floor and 6 flights of stairs. It's a mess. My point is you can order groceries on Gmarket and they will get delivered to your doorstep. Now, another app that you can download is Coupang. Coupang. Yeah, that one. It's very similar to Gmarket. It's also online shopping. I've realized that a lot of times Gmarket can be very expensive and things can be pretty cheaper. What am I saying? Gmarket can be very expensive and you can find the very same product at a cheaper price on Coupang. So it's a good app to also have so that you can compare prices on both Gmarket and Coupang. Now, there is another app that is very similar to Gmarket and Coupang and it's called 11th Street. 11th Street, they deliver very, very fast, like quick. I think this one might actually be in Korean and I think you might need to type things in Korean. I'm not sure, I don't use it very often, but you can download it as well. You can have all three of them to be able to compare prices and stuff. Another thing about Coupang, I did mention that sometimes things are cheaper on Coupang and not as a little expensive on Gmarket. For example, I needed relaxer for my hair, and on Gmarket it was about 59, 69, 79, 89,000 Korean won. Those are like the different prices. And on Gmarket I got it for like I think 16,000 Korean won. So you see the difference. So it's kind of good and okay and advisable to have the different apps so that you can compare the different prices. And another online store to absolutely download, especially if you are chocolate like me and you like makeup and things like that, is Aliexpress. Aliexpress is where I find myself stuck and I don't know what to do. Like for example, when I came here, I brought makeup. I thought I brought enough, but I didn't. At some point I ran out. I needed makeup. They don't have dark skin makeup here in Korea. Well, now they have Fenty. So Fenty does have different complexions. But my point is, Aliexpress was the plug for me. It helped me out with a lot of makeup things like eyeshadows, and also hair things like moisturizers or hair fiber, or as well to get your hair braided. What else have I gotten from Alex? Oh, and wigs. Girl, Aliexpress is the plug. So do download the Aliexpress app. Next is Amazon. Do download Amazon, especially if you don't mind paying for shipping and waiting for a couple of weeks for your things to arrive. But sometimes you wouldn't mind. For example, I like reading, and sometimes it can be a little hard to find English books here in Korea. So Amazon has a variety of books. All you have to do is buy them, pay for shipping, and it takes a while because they have to go through a whole lot of channels before they get to you. But Amazon is another app that you can absolutely download. And another app that will be helpful, especially if you're trying to learn the Korean language, is Hello Talk. Hello Talk is an language exchange app where people go there to teach a language and learn a language. For example, I went there and I said I can speak English and I would like to learn Korean. So Koreans who are trying to learn English and are willing to teach Korean will contact you, and you will text, and that's how you kind of learn. You can also do phone calls via the app, and you can also make friends really on the app. But be careful, there's a lot of people who are there for not very pure reasons, so just be careful if you download that app. Next app that you should totally absolutely download is VPN. Some things don't work here in Korea. For example, me as a South African, I don't want to be left out with South African shows. So when I want to watch things from South Africa on the DSTV Go or DSTV Now app, I use VPN because DSTV Now will not work in Korea. So I will use VPN to kind of mask my whatever it does, and then I'm able to use it. So you can also download VPN. Last but not least app to download when moving to Korea is, you don't have to download this app, it's just a thing. You can download Tinder. So Tinder is a dating app. Some people don't use it for very pure reasons, but sometimes if you like lonely and maybe you want to meet people and socialize and whatnot, you can try Tinder. I am not on Tinder, so don't try and find me there. I'm not. But if you are into that kind of thing, you don't know where your true love is, might be waiting on Tinder. So anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment on the comment section, and for those who just got to Korea, welcome to Korea. Be careful out there with the coronavirus, because this is the period where coronavirus is like strong. So be careful, wash your hands regularly, don't touch your face a whole lot, and wear your mask. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram. I am K2Tierra, also on Twitter. It is all love from me to you.